So you guys are ready then?
Let's hop into it, man.
Let's go. Do the thing. Please.
This is your forecast.
Do you want the light on?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well have the light on, right? You can't forecast without the light on.
Jesus Christ. There you go.
Alright, we're just gonna be squinting the whole time.
Yeah, there you
Clint
go.
Eastwood.
Can't see. You know what I did see this week? Jaden Daniels throw a pretty sick Hail Mary. Live.
That
In the stadium.
That was awesome.
Definitely, alright. Washington has had a long history of not being the home team at home games. You know, like visiting
Yeah.
teams come in and they take over the stadium. And this was the first game I've been to this year, and I've been pretty much every year for the last 10 years. First time I've ever felt like it was a home game.
Yeah.
Like it was super cool to see the
I've been
change.
to many Eagles Commanders games,
Yeah.
and every single
It's an
one
Eagle stadium.
it's
It's
Eagles.
a sea of
yeah.
green. Yep, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Had to throw that in there, but we can talk real fantasy stuff.
But
you know?
didn't you have a bunch of Bears fans sitting around you though?
I did a whole bunch of Bears fans, man.
So
Nothing
you
but
just
Bears
did a
fans.
lot
It was
of
very gratifying, you know, at the end of the game, just to be like, oh.
How have
So-
we not figured out a defense to just swat it away on a Hail Mary? Or
Nobody
something
swats
like
it
that?
down, ever.
Like, they
Like
all-
it's so easy
Nobody
to talk
catches
about.
it in the middle either. So why are we still trying to do that? Somebody
We
just
got-
swat it away.
Dude,
I
we
don't
got
know.
these guys that are like posting it up like for somebody. In
Oh yeah, that was a
volleyball
nice set, right to Noah Brown.
And like, no, Brown caught it. And he's like, well, I guess we win. Like,
Yeah, Jaden Daniels. Did you see his reaction? They caught it, and he was like looking around, like, what's going on? Like, what happened? They sees everybody sprinting on the field. He's like, I guess he caught it.
He's probably looking for a flag too.
Yeah, I was in the
Yeah.
stands. I was literally like, all right, they've already taken 2 off the board. I gotta I'm just searching for a flag.
Yeah.
But-
I forget what game it was. It was in the Super Bowl when the guy gets hit down. He throws it. He gets hit down. He has no idea what's happening. And then he just hears the crowd roar, and then that's how it is.
That's so cool. That's a great highlight. Love to see that.
What's next, Diontae?
Yeah, we'll get right into the good stuff from today. I mean, this is breaking news. You know, Diontae Johnson traded for peanuts to Baltimore. Diontae and a 6th for a 5th round pick. So the Panthers literally moved up 1 round to get rid of Diontae Johnson. Now he's a free agent after this year, but I mean that's pennies for a quality receiver in my eyes.
Who's been doing good for them with Andy
Yeah.
Dalton at least, but
Yeah, I mean the Panthers are going to be in a rough spot
yeah.
the rest of the season. I mean they were already in a rough spot.
And they traded that cornerback to them straight up for Diontae, so they literally just got rid of that guy
And
for
he's not a bad cornerback.
no.
No, yeah, no, he's been playing fine for a spurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
so
that's tough.
first of all, with the Panthers, this is great news for Leggett, right?
I mean,
Maybe.
it's yeah. If he is good,
Yeah.
this is the best case scenario.
Well,
Absolutely.
you know who you should look into also is that Jalen Coker guy. He's playing pretty well, and
He's looked solid.
he had more snaps than Xavier Leggett.
Yep.
And so I mean when I watched a little bit of it, like he played well. Like he had some good catches.
He's
so.
a rookie too. this
Yeah.
guy?
Yep. He's also a rookie.
But this is also no Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
That was without Diontae now.
Didn't
But
he tear his hamstring or something? So he's done, right?
Yeah, so I think he's done for the year.
Yeah.
If it's a redraft league, I'm not concerning myself with any of these Panthers players. But I
Yeah.
mean, if they happen to be out there, if Coker's on your waiver wire and you
Yeah.
have the empty roster spot, you know
Yeah.
that's a guy who is going to play a lot of snaps the rest of the season.
Yeah, and if he continues to do well, I mean, like you could see an actual spot next year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that roster is wide open for the best players, regardless of draft capital or any investment right now, because that team just needs to find something,
Yeah.
and they haven't found it yet. Now, Baltimore, on the other hand, like they shit gold. And I mean, it seems like every move they make, besides for deciding to lose to the Browns this week, don't really know what that was about, but
Yeah.
Jameis is famous Jameis is inevitable.
It is.
That guy just gives the most prophetic speeches before his games. Did you see what he said this week? He had a couple good quotes from this one. He said at one point, they say to play for the decal on your helmet, but we ain't got no logo. Because your helmet's just brown.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
profound.
And then he said, they keep telling us the sky's the limit, but we have people on the moon. Whatever works. You
Whatever
know?
the way to do
I
it
guess
now, I do it.
I guess
You went out there and you ate the W, and that's what he
Elon's
does.
playing for the Browns, I guess. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, Baltimore, it's actually, as far as going to a good team and a good offense, that's like worst case scenario, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they Lamar threw 5 touchdowns last week, or the week before this one, and Zay Flowers had 5 fantasy points. Like his wide receiver 1, who I think is better than Diontae Johnson, did nothing in that game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's scary that Lamar can put up 50 in fantasy, and his wide receiver 1 got nothing.
He doesn't care who he's throwing the ball to.
No, he doesn't. I will say that. He does not. He'll throw it to anybody. So, I mean, that's a good thing if Diontae can go out there and win on routes consistently.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be worse than playing in Carolina, right, as far as upside goes.
I would say that, like, obviously he's going to get way more targets and stuff like that in Carolina. But,
Yeah, I agree with that.
But, like, yeah, I mean, it's a good offense. I think it was a great move by the Ravens to get a former Steeler to, you know, I think that they do that a lot, but, like, you get to know their game plan, a little bit of their
Well, not even just that. I mean, he's a quality player. He is instantly the second best receiver on that team.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, as good as Bateman has looked this year, I mean, I think Diontae Johnson is a far better player.
Yeah. Bateman still looks bad.
Yeah, I agree. But, man, I'm going to have to see it first, I think, to see, like, you know, after a couple weeks how he fits into the offense. I would be trying to trade him right now if I had him.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I'm trading on the hype.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dude, maybe I'm in the minority here, but I think it would be better in Carolina if I had Diontae on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
I would be bummed that he got this trade.
Right, I guess so. I'm looking at it as like somebody who owns him in Dynasty, thinking about the outlook for beyond this season.
Yeah.
Like I want him to be able to showcase his talents on an offense that can score points.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, I think there's a whole lot of receivers who could be thrown in Carolina and get 10 targets and be good for fantasy, but, you know, they're not going to get a new job next year. They're not going to get a big contract. And he is a free agent after this year. So I think he has the aspirations to get paid again. I don't know why he wouldn't. You know, this is probably his last chance to sign a good deal in his career before he turns 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to at least come in and probably run similar things to what Zay Flowers was doing.
That's what I was going to say.
To start out.
He seems like almost the same receiver as Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
I would say Zay is better, but, like, yeah, it just seems like that little guy to squeak in them holes and occasionally go deep. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think, personally, I mean, you know, I'm not a scout or anything like that, but I would like to use Diontae in the Zay Flowers kind of role close to the line of scrimmage, all the underneath stuff, and let Zay Flowers do more of the stuff that Bateman has been doing.
Yeah.
Because I think Flowers is a very dynamic deep threat.
Yeah.
As far as what I've seen route running wise, I think he gives good separation.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd be hoping for. But, you know, there's literally no telling with Baltimore.
Yeah.
I mean, we went through the first 2 weeks of the season and we said, Derrick Henry has like 15 touches. What is going on? And then they said, hey, we're going to give it to him 30 times a game for 5 straight weeks, and he's the most dominant player on the planet. So it's hard to tell with them.
I would have liked to see Hopkins go to Baltimore and like to see Diontae go to Kansas City.
Yeah, 100% agree. 100% agree
I
with
feel
that.
like you're getting Kadarius Toney number 2 though. If you're doing that.
I mean, he's better than Kadarius.
They
right?
learned their lesson.
I think
With questionable hands.
I think Diontae fits like the hole that Rashee Rice left way better than D-Hop does, though.
Yeah.
Like you can instantly put him in and be like, hey, you're running quick slants and curls all day.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that's like all that he can do.
Yeah, literally, that's what he excels at, is that short crossing underneath stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's tough.
Guess Travis Kelce's gonna have to back up. Is D-Hop any